top of the morning, and it is a beaut.
And the hope of the Irish as the future champion of the world.
A podcast is kind of like it's like a radio show that's not on the radio.
Welcome to the Barry J. McDonald podcast. The place where dreams get dusted off and acted on. Because life is too short. We're living on a rock that's flying through space, and hey, what the hell else were you going to do with yourself here?
Hi, this is Barry here, and you are very, very welcome to today's podcast episode. Now, the title of this podcast episode is probably a ridiculous question to ask you, because you're probably saying to yourself, well, of course I deserve success. You know, everybody deserves success. You know, I want as much success in my life as I can get. But is that really true? You know, if you were maybe a new fiction writer and I gave you a book idea that went on to sell thousands of copies, and if you had thousands of people, you know, clambering over themselves to get to you, to get your autograph, to have a piece of you, how comfortable would you feel with that much success? Again, what if we maybe, you know, pushed $1 million through your post box today and you had $1 million? You know, how would you feel about just having $1 million handed to you, or £1 million handed to you just like that, without doing any work? How would that make you feel? Would it make you feel a little bit uneasy? Would you worry about maybe what your family would think about you having so much money? Would you worry about what your friends may say? They may say, oh, you've changed, oh, big money bucks, and, you know, say things about you. How would you feel about that? Or again, what if we gave you a YouTube channel and 1 million subscribers? How would you feel about all that success? You know, how would you feel knowing that there was 1 million people watching your videos? You know, how would that make you feel? Would you feel comfortable in that situation? Would you feel uncomfortable? Would you maybe, you know, be afraid of recording a video because you're thinking to yourself, you know something, I've got 1 million people watching me. What if I say something stupid and I lose them all? Now, you may say, well, Barry, no, that's not true. I would love the money. I would love the book. I would love that huge audience on YouTube. But I would argue that even though maybe on a conscious level you say that you're happy to accept all those things, that you feel deserving of all those things, of having the money, of having all the readers, of having all the viewers on your YouTube channel, inside you there is a part of you that thinks that you don't deserve success at that level. Now, that's a scary thought, and it's just something I have kind of been studying recently into my own deservedness, because I read it a couple of months back in a book, and like you, I just laughed it off, and I said, of course I deserve success. You know, we all deserve success. But the more I thought about it, and the more I actually really, you know, put myself in those situations of having all that extra money, of having those readers, of having those viewers, there was a small part of me that just felt a little bit queasy, you know, like what if I was just successful, you know, after, you know, creating content only for a week on YouTube? What if I just blew up and just took off? You know, would I feel comfortable with that much success? Or would I rather maybe to have the long, slow path where I'm just kind of slowly growing my audience? Again, you'll find these people who blow up on TikTok, you know, overnight. They may pop 1 or 2 videos out, suddenly they go viral, and then suddenly they explode. Now, for those people, they, you know, might sustain that. They might be happy enough with that audience. But there may be a part of them that's just kind of wondering, saying, you know something, do I really deserve all these people watching me? Because at the end of the day, I am just me. And a lot of us see ourselves as just me. You know, when we write books, when we record podcast episodes or, you know, videos or whatever, we know what we are like. And when we see the rest of the world, you know, see us in a completely different way, see us as a celebrity, see us as someone they would like to be with, or someone who, you know, they've no problem giving money to, it does sometimes make us feel a little bit uncomfortable. So that's what I would say to you, maybe just to, you know, going on yesterday's podcast episode, I didn't get too many listens on that one, but I wasn't expecting to, because the topic was probably something that a lot of people don't want to have a look at, and that was being deluded. So I would attach maybe this podcast episode onto yesterday's podcast episode, because sometimes you have to look truth in the eye. You have to face up to yourself and all the kind of delusions, all the nonsense and all the kind of glossy paint that you've put over over the situation or how you feel about yourself right now, and actually just think to yourself, would I be happy with all that much success? Do I really think I deserve that? Because you'll find that, like money, and like water, when water is spilled, it always kind of flows to the lowest level. It always finds a level that it's happy settling at. You will find that your success is going to settle at the level of your deservedness. There will be a part of you that will feel that you maybe deserve to make maybe $1,000 in a month. But if you try and make $10,000 a month, you're never going to do it. You are going to sabotage yourself. You are not going to work as hard, and you will find then maybe on month 2 you're going to go back to only making $1,000 in the month because you feel you don't deserve of anything more than that. And again, audience wise and viewer wise or whatever, there is some magical number, there is some kind of magical amount of deservedness that you feel that you are able to accept because who you are, because of your upbringing and what's been said to you in the past, and your education level and all these different things. You have this set kind of level of deservedness, and no matter what you do, you'll never have as much success as you could possibly have unless you work at your level of deservedness. Unless you turn up that dial and say to yourself, something, I deserve to get more money for what I do. I deserve to get more readers reading my books or my blog. I deserve to get more people viewing my YouTube channel. And when you think about that, you will probably take more action. You'll probably create more content. You'll probably promote yourself as widely as you can because you know that you deserve all those things. But right now, you mightn't feel deservedness of all those things, and because of that you are kind of holding yourself back or scaling yourself down, or maybe not creating as much content or not putting as much work into your business because you don't feel you deserve much more success than you have right now. I know it's a deep thought, but give it some thought. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.
Before you go, Barry would like to give you a free copy of Words to Wealth. In it, he's going to show you 10 ways to make money from writing. Head on over to writecome.com now for your copy. Have a great day and come back soon.